All right.
Some of the
How do I
data
say your name? Gilli Apter.
Yeah.
That was it?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Nailed
How
it.
do you say my name?
Mebest. But I didn't really understand if it was
Mebest.
Mebest or Mebest.
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 Yeah.
Mebest.
Nice to meet you, my friend.
Okay, Mebest.
My new friend, Gilli Apter, everybody.
Mebest.
She didn't say we're friends.
Mebest. My best.
Yeah. Did you see that? How cold? How cold?
I've become like you guys.
And also,
Flat
would you
white?
like
No, thank you.
anything?
I'm okay. Some leather pants?
You,
I'll
do
have
you
some
sell
leather pants and a
leather
flat
pants
white.
here? Oh yeah. Oh, you do actually. I thought that was a
Yes.
joke. I thought you were kidding.
I have one flat white, a croissant, and some leather pants.
Would you like these pants?
Yes.
Yeah, all this is like a, you can try.
Oh, this is way over my budget.
Definitely, but this is,
How about that
I feel
one?
like it's been on many heads.
Oh, that looks so cool. She looks like she just made a deal with the Genghis Khan. Like, okay, we'll attack together.
Yes, let's go.
I like it.
Yeah, our
Send in
camera
the troops.
camera operator is from Kazakhstan. She's very proud of Genghis Khan for some reason.
For fucking up half of the,
You gotta have something.
yeah.
You gotta have
That's
some.
what I built my
You gotta have
house.
some colonization. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
You got, something grand. Something big that your people are.
You're not helping the South Africans right now. That image, you just no. You're not helping. And the fact you're telling that to a Kurdish person. We
Listen,
need
I'm
to
a Jew.
oppress some.
You know what I mean? I like this whole story is. I'm just trying to be supportive of the young immigrant woman comedian.
Okay.
You know?
It's
Yeah.
like a membership.
Okay.
So she's proud of Genghis Khan. You know, she's got to give her something.
Hey, you
Don't take that
know,
away from her.
Don't take my pride away.
That's right.
let's bring that back, whatever that
That's
was.
her lived experience.
Yeah.
No, did not. Gonna have a smoothie.
Exactly. Is this for me? I said today that if you see, I posted a picture of myself with this hat, with this Finnish hat, and I said that if the afternoon show sells out, I will wear the hat. And I'll show you.
You have another show today.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you do.
There's
Yeah.
2 shows today.
That
Same
looks
hat.
cool.
I said if the show sold out, I will wear the hat.
Is that Finnish?
And one cappuccino.
This was in Finland. Yeah, this was in Helsinki.
Well, I don't think it's like a traditional Finnish hat. It's
I don't
just
know
some hat. You
anything,
just
but
found it somewhere.
It is some hat that I found on the docks in Helsinki. And I said, if it gets sold out, if the show gets sold out, I will wear this hat.
It looks amazing. It's a continuation.
But it's the same one as that, you see? Yeah, because the same color, exactly.
I think you.
Same
I
tones.
think you should get a hat from.
I think I should just dye my hair in these colors.
But it is kind of like.
Yeah, it is.
Before we started shooting, we had the best conversation.
Now we're gonna fucking not have anything.
We don't have anything to talk about anymore.
I'm actually
so
done with this.
Yeah, the energy is dropped.
That's it. Now you can just watch us drink coffee and stuff. And she has 2 shows today, so let her be, you know.
We can.
You people are monsters. What's wrong with you?
I'm zooming in on you eating close.
I don't do that.
That's gonna be powder everywhere. You see, this is something, this is like, do you know why this is a pastry for men?
Go.
Because men don't consider consequences. Like, I would never. I take one look at this thing, I'm already imagining all of that is going to be on my shirt, then I'm dusting my shirt.
That
it's
is
not really
true.
going to come off because it's sticky. And look at you got this very like woolly fiber.
Yeah,
Just
that's
saying,
true.
you didn't think this through.
That is true. So we're not even eating now. We're just.
okay, you can-
I'm just gonna stare at the table for the rest of the interview. We don't have nothing to talk about anymore. So you look like my cousin. Are you sure you're not Kurdish?
You know, I am told by every man I have ever met that I look like their cousin. And I'm starting to think it's not about me.
Okay.
No, but honestly, the other day I bought baklava
Okay.
from an Algerian. And he was like, you are Algerian. I said, no. He goes, you.
You should have just said it.
I'm
It
just
would have
gonna-
been a
I know.
more like you could have gotten out of that situation faster. Yeah, I'm Algerian. Fuck
Yes.
off. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I usually do. Hey, you look Japanese. I'm like, yep.
Yep.
Just walk away.
You look, if I was to see you in South Africa, because South Africa is a good place, like, because it's not at all relevant to this region or to the Middle East or anything like that. If I saw you in South Africa, I would think you were Lebanese.
That's close enough.
You look like the Lebanese people I grew up with.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
They have good singers there, so
Yeah?
it's okay.
You happy with Lebanese?
Diana Haddad. Have you
Ah,
heard
there
of
you
her
go.
music?
No.
You grew up with Lebanese people and you never heard of
Well,
Diana
I'm
Haddad?
Israeli, and my grandfather's original surname was Haddad.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yemenites. Yemenites have that surname, many of them. Isn't that crazy?
Haddad.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Sounds almost like Hadid.
Yeah.
What's a Hadid?
Like Bella, Gigi,
Ah, yeah.
models.
I don't follow
models.
models.
Or maybe they,
Oh,
you don't
hey, he didn't know who they were. That's very good.
They don't follow you.
I don't. I usually just when I need inspiration for fashion inspiration, I just watch The Devil Wears Prada,
Good for you.
and I'm like Anne Hathaway. That's what I'm looking for. That's,
Look at you, so wholesome. So wholesome.
So cool was almost fake.
this was supposed to be a fun interview. Now this has just been a 2-hour roast of me.
Yes, because you did this to yourself. You know that, right?
Two feminists together, and
That's
just,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you? I wanted to say you're very likable, Gilli.
Thank you.
And
That's
I
very
saw
nice.
and I saw your set, and I thought you're really funny.
That's awesome.
The set where you said you're getting robbed in Johannesburg, your phone, that went viral. That's just the best. Loved it. So funny.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you haven't been robbed here in Helsinki, right? I'm guessing.
I don't think it's possible for them to rob me. I don't think it's possible to be robbed. You know, I was in Basel 2 weeks ago, and I heard one of the funniest sentences I've ever heard. A woman told me that Basel is the most dangerous city in Switzerland.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
isn't it great?
Oh.
It's such a funny sentence.
Yeah, that is.
The most dangerous city, like the safest place in South Africa is nowhere near as safe as the most dangerous city in Switzerland.
Yeah.
There is a really big gap.
Big gap,
Yeah.
big, huge gap. So, but it's dangerous in a way because I really don't take any country I'm in seriously from a crime perspective, and I think that makes me vulnerable to crime.
That's true.
Because I'm like, until the last moment, I'd be like, "There's no way you are robbing me."
You're not gonna accept that this is happening. Yeah.
But so I do need to keep my wits about me a little bit, you know.
You know what I realized recently? I'm not so afraid of being robbed. Because like I was thinking, okay, they're gonna steal my wallet. It's like I have 0.56 in my account.
You don't have
Who
to
even
tell
has
that
a wallet?
everybody.
Oh, but you know what's my wallet also?
Yeah. Look at that. It's so beautiful.
I mean, you don't have to tell everybody how much money you have exactly.
It makes me feel better.
She did. She told us her pants cost €1.
Yeah.
When you speak about something you might feel ashamed, it goes away. It's out in the sun. You're like, yeah, it's not working.
You wear it as a badge of honor.
I mean, I would just get a job.
But you know, women do that a lot. They like. I always think about like my friend told me she liked my earrings, and I was like, they were so cheap. They were €5. I bought them in like, and I said it a few times, and then I came across my friend who's very wealthy, right? And she was like, oh, I love your earrings, and I was like, they cost me nothing. She was like, you know, you don't have to say that.
But you know why?
And I was like, you're right. I don't have to say that.
Actually, you know what? Because I think the reason why we feel proud about it is because we're expected to spend on the beauty.
Yes,
We're
yeah.
almost like scammed into that. So when we manage to feel beautiful without paying,
We feel so proud. You're right.
Exactly.
You're
So
right.
that's why I think there's nothing to be. Sorry,
No, go. That's
there's
amazing.
nothing to be like.
It's true.
Yeah. That's why I'm like these pants with 10,000 pockets that are water.
That's like 0.5
Those are called holes.
cents a
And with my
pocket.
0.56 cents, I can still go get something. You know. That's my point.
I like it. Look at this very well-groomed dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see dogs, and like, especially in Switzerland, I see dogs that are definitely richer than me. You know what I mean? Like,
If she would said that, I would have believed her.
You would have what?
I would have believed her.
Yeah.
Believed you.
but you know, there's another thing actually. There's another thing that women do, which is it's in this world as well. When you give a woman a compliment,
Deny. Oh,
deny. Yes, excuses, right? So like somebody will tell you, Like the other day, somebody told me, "Oh, my hair looks really nice," and I was like, "Oh, no. It's only because like I washed it and then I." Do you know what I mean? Like, the answer is thank you. That's all. Not like, no, it's not. You don't, usually it's disgusting,
Yeah.
but not today. You know?
It's like you caught me at my prime.
Yes.
So
but
why is that?
I don't know. It's like it's undercutting.
Yeah.
You are your size.
Correct.
And when you're degrading, you are like.
It comes from some kind of training to be agreeable and to not stand out, for better or worse.
To not think that you actually like yourself.
That's true. That's a good insight.
See, this is what I mean. You see that?
Yes.
So
it's a good
smart.
insight.
So smart.
God forbid you should like yourself. How dare you? I mean, I'm very invested in like this notion of comedians like really taking ownership of their careers. Because it took me a long time to understand that, like, it took me a long time to change the mentality to be like, nobody is coming to get you, bro. No one.
You know what? Can you talk about how do you see ownership from each of your perspectives? Because you have both basically. It's not like you had a comedy uncle who you, and you both.
But I don't know anything about you.
Well, she's right.
I didn't do any research about you.
It's okay.
I just said, you said
You're the one with sold out shows.
Well, you were the one who said you'll come fetch me in a car, and I was like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Sure.
I'll come with a stranger in the car. I should have done more research about you.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, okay, I'll just get in the car. Like, wow, what a dumb lady. And she's from Johannesburg. You would think she has
You should be
better
afraid of
survival
me, though.
skills. That's true. Maybe this is a trap the other way around.
Yes. I'm gonna rob all y'all on the way back to the hotel.
This is how she's follow the camera with me.
I've
This is
need-
how she's gonna leave the car. Get the fuck back.
That's right. I actually need that camera for a second angle. So.
Give me your €1 pants right now.
And I didn't even know you have the same camera as me, so that's gonna look beautiful from the one side and the other.
You can do it
Yeah,
too. Yeah. You can finally have a real conversation with people.
I'll have 2 cameras that die halfway through the show. That'll be great.
So ownership.
Yes, ownership. Did I use that word?
Again, the comedian denies the word.
I never said ownership.
Never so ownership.
There's a bad image of you cut out. Why do you think it takes time to come to ownership? Why would you just decide and do it?
Well, when I started comedy, I started doing my own shows and everything almost instantly because racism.
Because you had to.
Actually, I
Necessity.
was, necessity. I had to, and I just saw through all the bullshit.
That's good.
I
It's
saw it.
such a good quality to have in this
Yeah.
industry.
And I always have loved. I have this superpower. Like I know what I want,
Yeah,
and that helps.
that's great.
Since I've been a teenager, I'm gonna be in show business. This is what I'm gonna do, and that's it. And
You're just very clear-eyed about it.
yeah. Clear-eyed, necessity, racism, some white power.
Good cocktail.
Did you just shout? White power.
It's okay. She's not mic'd. No one can hear.
Yeah. That's why she's not Mike.
Yeah,
you see?
I can
She
see.
just keeps shouting weird slogans out of nowhere.
You know what though? I was never like that. I always knew what I wanted to do and be, but I didn't have the part of the mindset that is like, I know I've got to make it happen for myself.
I relate to you.
Yeah. I always grew up with this mindset of, and honestly, I cannot tell you where it comes from because it wasn't in my family. You know what I mean? My parents had their own business. Like I've watched them fail, succeed, fail again, succeed again. Do you know what I mean? I didn't come from a family where everything was smooth and expected. So I don't know where I got this idea that if I just did my work and kept my head down, somebody would come and fetch me. You know, like, we're coming to get you.
Yeah.
And I could not, and not to be mistaken with laziness. I worked hard for a long time, but always
I don't
in the
believe you.
back of my, thank you.
I don't believe it.
Always in the back of my mind, this thing of like, if I just keep working hard at my craft and pursuing my talent, the people who do the business part, the commerce part, will come and get me.
With a nice Nissan Micra.
Exactly. They'll come
2006.
fetch me with a Nissan Micra, 2006.
2000.
Gray.
Gray. One of the doors can't be opened from inside. Once
Exactly.
you're in, that's it. You're stuck.
That was my dream, that I would be fetched one day.
And it
in
happened
Mr.
today.
Micro.
Do you feel that, like, basically, I know for you, you're still not fetched, you're fetching yourself?
Yes.
This is not a roast, this is admiration.
Yeah.
For real, it just sounds like.
You have a funny way of.
No, but that's the thing, because there's this thing called external locus of control, which means the savior, when you extend.
External locus of control.
See?
What a great phrase.
See how
Yes.
fast she is.
Yes, yes.
What it means is that, like, okay, when we attribute the course of our life towards luck or retrograde Mercury, or like somebody's gonna come fetch me, and I noticed that in myself. Instead of being, it's the direct consequence of my consistent actions.
Yes.
That we don't place it inside.
Yes.
But then, how did you move from one to the other?
I'll tell you exactly how. I had a film career after I left film, I went to film school, had a film career for about 10 or 15 years, in which my attitude was, if I just keep making these corporate videos and these ads and whatever, I will eventually get the opportunity that I'm looking for.
Yes,
right?
I saw the podcast.
I will wait. But we're trying to have your podcast now, so do you
It's
want to
okay.
tell me about
I was about to
why don't we
say,
just play
I
the
was
other
at-
podcast on your
Yeah,
podcast?
I'm trying to avoid this.
Repetition.
Yeah,
No,
what I'm
repetition is
trying-
good. Repetition is good.
What?
Not everybody will see the same things.
What I was about to say, what I liked about that part of your interview was that you were like, should I go to California where there's a massive competition? No, I don't want to do that. I want to
Yes.
stay in Johannesburg and do movies about my culture.
Yes.
And I love that. I think
Yes.
that's how I also think about it, because I see comedians here thinking, hey, I want to go to the United States. Like, why?
Yes.
We're in Europe. This is it's a paradise.
But
Why-
also, this is where, if you are in the place where you are from, you have the best chance of exploiting it culturally, right?
Exactly.
But the problem is, in South Africa, you also have to be able to recognize if you are in the right place for the thing that you are doing. And it's not necessarily the case. You know, that's why some people do have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And when I was in South Africa doing comedy, the point is, to answer your question,
I love that look. Did you get it?
I got it.
he was like, I saw the podcast where you said the thing that I will now repeat.
I
instead
want
of
my,
allowing you to
listen,
repeat.
lady, listen.
No,
I want my
you tell
own
me what you want.
episode.
This is yours.
I want my own episode. I don't want a copy of that. I'm
Fine,
just
but
kidding.
but
Go,
okay,
go.
No, but the point is, I do think that sometimes I think, okay, I repeat myself, you know.
It's okay.
No,
I do that all
listen
the
to me,
time.
Listen to me. It's not, there are some cases where you repeat yourself where it's not okay. Like, there are some things that bore me. Like, one question I hate getting is, how did you get into stand-up? I hate that question. It's boring. That you can go watch 1,000 interviews, read 1,000 articles that I've written, like, it's everywhere. You know, we don't need that information.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't ask it.
No, you didn't ask it. You
I didn't ask
I know,
it,
because it
yeah.
would have been the first question you asked.
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to this question, I feel like there is no amount of times that a creative person can hear this. It's because I cannot tell you how many times I needed to hear it before it landed.
That you gotta start doing.
That you've got to fetch yourself. It's like, it's so important.
Sorry.
Yeah, and how I came to it was this thing of like, I had a career where I thought things were going well if I just put my head down and did the work, not realizing that it wasn't actually going anywhere. Then I started doing stand-up and saw what progress looked like. Suddenly I was like, oh, I'm actually making progress. This is what it looks like. And it allowed me to reflect on the fact that I was not making progress in the other career. That still doesn't answer how I figured out that I have to fucking fetch myself.
I think it was evidence, no?
Well, I had to watch other people do it. I watched it happen in front of me again and again and again.
When you see it first time, you're like, nah, maybe they have the X factor that I don't have.
Correct.
It's because, like, you know, his mom didn't have a leg and that made him really deep, and then his father was like half, half Swedish.
Yes, yes.
You know, in Johannesburg, that's really traumatic background, so that's why he has what I don't.
Correct.
This is why I asked you to start recording yourself. The audio. She
Yes.
is like that. She's really
Yes.
sharp as fuck. So funny.
She's so sharp, but she's wobbling that camera around.
Yeah, we actually brought a tripod. She can join us anytime she likes.
Ah, really? Because
Yeah.
you handed me the camera, I was
Well, there is a tripod for a reason. It's
Put her on a tripod.
yeah.
The problem is, if we turn to look at you and talk to you, we'll have our backs.
Or we could just act we're ignoring her. That's even
It's
funnier.
just unnatural.
That's even funnier. We're ignoring her,
Up to you.
just like her parents.
I was just gonna say you're gonna reclaim my childhood. No, actually,
Just like your daddy.
which I didn't have.
Boom.
You didn't do
No daddy, no issues.
It's always nice to
I did not know
to
that.
have like a victim card that you can play.
Yeah.
You know.
I did not know that. I did not know. Yeah, you've never told me that. You monster. You used that opportunity.
Squats and gym and whatever and training.
Yeah.
I went to a therapist who is a cognitive behavioral therapist, CBT, and he was the one who actually trained me in this thinking. And gym is the thing that he uses as one of them. Like the analogies that he uses the most is training for gym, and it's like success is a result of consistency, not of sometimes doing great, sometimes doing shit, sometimes having huge peaks. The people who are successful and healthy are the ones who keep going to the gym no matter what, whether they feel like it, whether they don't feel like it, across years, like across time. And so that's what it is. It's so strong in my thinking now that I go, okay, I'm now in a place where I have figured out how to make a living out of this without relying on opportunity.
Exactly.
Right? And so now people, often somebody will say to me like, why don't you post more, right?
Yeah.
Now, it's something I haven't focused on, like posting a lot of clips, because I've been so busy trying to figure out how to make a living from shows, right? And that has been so far the most rewarding thing that I've done financially, but also for my craft. So that is where I put 80% of my energy, and whatever's left over can be for a post or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, it's important, right? If I develop my social media profile, it will help bring people to the shows. I will probably have to spend less on advertising and work less on the ads, but I only have so much capacity to do every single little thing, right? So now when I was away, I was in South Africa for 2 or 3 months, and I was not doing shows the way that I do them, like on tour, like all the time. And I invested a lot of that time in like every week, every 2 weeks posting. And so now I'm starting to develop that profile more, but I'm doing it according to my own capacity. And because people are like, but Gilli, you gotta like develop, you gotta post all the time, you gotta do social media, you gotta post your clips. And I've got a ton of footage, a ton from every single show I've ever done. And I'm like, yes, but I only have this amount of energy.
Yeah.
And most of it is going into the shows where I see results. This thing that I post here is absolutely impossible to predict. The success of it, the success of each clip is impossible to predict.
Yeah.
It's not something you can rely on. It's just as unpredictable as somebody giving you a huge opportunity, right?
Yeah.
The way it becomes more predictable is if you are consistent, just like with everything else, right? But I don't have the time or the capacity to be consistent with it.
Have you thought about because, for example, here in Finland, what we have, even if you have this enterprise like a company, you can hire an intern. So basically, what you need is that maybe like a one person. I don't know, because there's a lot of Zoomers, you know?
Yes.
And then there's some of them who are into comedy, you just pay
Absolutely.
like, I don't know, like 100, 200, whatever, and then they go through footage.
So I have thought of that. The problem is I am very particular about the way things are done. And and right now I am paying people to do certain things. I pay somebody to help me find venues, and I pay the person who helps me post my ads, do my ads. And right now, that's the most amount of money I can spend, and I'm at my limit. So the second that I get slightly more resourced, absolutely, the next step is getting somebody to help me with that.
You can train them.
Absolutely. But I also need the time to train them, right? People don't realize, it's like you get somebody to do a job, I also need to have a little bit of capacity to say, okay, I have to organize that hard drive, right, with all of my stuff, hand it over and go, okay, start giving me examples of this, this, and this. Even that is a thing you have to have capacity for.
I think it's easier to change careers than to organize the hard drive. For real.
I agree.
You know, I've been looking for someone to do my ads.
Yes.
I have to find somebody.
You have to find somebody who understands you and the world you're in.
Just social media ads. It's so time consuming. I find the venues myself. I do the clips myself. I write my own jokes.
What?
What? Like, how old school is that?
Okay, that's dumb. I don't write my own. That I've got someone for.
Yeah,
that I got someone for.
Yeah. I mean, why? What's wrong with me? But yeah, I would love to find someone that will do my ads. Maybe I'll use your guy.
Maybe.
Or a lady.
I don't share any of my resources.
All right.
Sorry.
I mean, you
Why
had,
did you assume the gender again?
because I love pissing you off. That's why I'll do it all the time.
You need someone Finland-based.
Yeah, yeah, I'll find somebody. Or just
I understand
use
you,
her.
but I don't understand advertisement for Finland. So I'm not
See,
good.
see, the thing is, I need someone for Europe. And she's doing Europe. So that's why her contact would be great for me. And she's looking away again. She's like, no, I'm not gonna. Maybe she's lying. She didn't hire anybody.
By the way, do you know that I'm just giving you a
It's her,
tip
just
here.
her. I just called the advertisement guy. It's a, hello, this is her. It's just, Gilli, is that you? No, it's not.
You think anybody speaks on the phone?
You don't do that?
You don't do?
We have unlimited
joking.
data and
really?
calling.
That's
yeah,
why.
Yeah, yeah. In Finland, we have unlimited data and calls.
Stop bragging.
And
Okay, I'm just
but
from
we don't-
Africa. Just relax. Okay, stop.
this is not an Africa attack. Don't do that. Don't turn it. You're from London. It's okay. You colonizer. Go ahead. You were saying.
I don't know what I was saying.
All right.
We were talking about your
Oh,
guy.
I am talking. What I wanted to tell you is that we are both facing you. This camera has the back of our heads for this entire interview.
This show is about
So
me.
if you're happy, yes.
This
I'm
show
happy
is
for that.
about
The only
me.
thing is
Then
that,
I can
like,
be comfortable.
He should stretch his arms, and we should just be like around.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
that's
fanning him. And
I mean,
feeding him
I
olives.
asked you to come here. This is the reason. So I don't
Feeding
look like a
him grapes.
douchebag, but you decided to sit there. Now I look like
I'm
this.
framing you. I'm framing
Yeah.
you in such a subtle way.
All right. You want to come here?
No, it actually is a problem. What you should be doing is sitting there so we can
Exactly.
actually talk outwards
Exactly.
and not talk inwards.
And that means I need to move the camera further.
But you need to bring that
yeah.
chair in.
Oh, she just cursed in Russian.
That's so hot.
It's okay. It's not a big
This
deal.
is terrible. I'm a
'cause she
control freak.
understands
It's okay. Yeah, yeah.
Because she
It's a
understands
problem.
cameras, I understand camera, you understand nothing.
I actually have a film and TV
I
degree.
know. And you have a really good screen presence, no joke.
Oh, I actually told her.
You told her to
She's
say
my
that.
no. She's my friend, so I can say this.
Yeah.
I said that is the hottest compliment anyone has ever given me.
Screen presence.
Yeah, this.
Because
it
when
works.
I met him and I'm like, and then I saw him on, because I know like when he's on stage, like he lives up to the stage. And then I saw his interview on his birthday. We were hanging out with other friends at his place, and he had interview on Finnish TV.
Good morning, Finland.
Yeah.
It's a big,
Hey.
it's a big deal here.
Oh,
looking at
whoa,
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like
celebrity.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a compliment. It was just observation.
But for me, it was like the hottest thing anyone
Sorry,
has
we
ever
just want
told
to be
me.
very clear that we just want
I'm
to
very
go on the
sad.
record as saying that she never gave him a compliment.
Really?
Observe. Yeah. No, it's not a compliment. It's an observation.
I thought that was a compliment.
Sometimes
good.
observations are compliments.
That's true.
Oh,
Take it. Take it.
thank you so much for rescuing me. Like this. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I meant it.
I like the chilled out way that you have arranged this.
Yeah, this is what the idea. We were just hanging out. It's not like a podcast
Yeah, it's very
bullshit. It's just we're hanging out and having
That's one of
fun.
the things.
So I decided I'm going to do a video every day. When I say every day, I mean every single day
That's too much.
of 2021. Okay, what I did was I would do like a piece, right? It's me talking to camera, usually about some subject, usually one subject, right? Sometimes they were like 3 minutes, sometimes they were 6 or 7 minutes, and it would take me a lot of mental energy to do.
Yeah, that's
right?
too much.
But the point of it was for it not to be overthought, it's just to do it, to get in the habit of doing it, right?
What-
Consistently, every day.
When you said just to do it, you don't need to do this. Now in the Middle East, they're gonna think like, oh, she's a
It's
freak.
gonna be slow motion.
Yeah, all the Kurdish viewers are gonna say she's a freak, like in front of everybody.
Okay,
doesn't
you
it?
got that out. The point is,
It's there. It's gonna.
I
that's-
decided that I have to get into the habit of, like, almost to break to break the like my resistance to it, right?
That's
It
a
was
great
like-
idea.
It was like exposure therapy to social media, you know.
Like
so
literally exposure.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, every day I did a video. When I tell you every day, from January 1st until December 31st.
Oh,
I
you did it?
every
And
day.
you have
Respect.
this video on Instagram, 365 out of
Correct.
365.
Correct, because I had all of them. I removed them all. I archived all of them.
That's why I was like, oh.
I archived all of them. There was one. It was 1 out of 365, 2 out of 365. That's what I titled them. Okay. I missed maybe one. I want to tell you honestly, maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days.
Ah, so you're a liar. You just told us a
And
story.
only-
Wait. You just wasted 5 minutes of our lives telling this cool story about achievements and goals and passion. Then you just flat out lied. You just. I lost respect for her. I don't care how many shows she has sold out. Like one
Let
day,
her rock.
no video. Why are we here even? Like, what? Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead, liar.
Sorry
You
to
were saying?
disappoint you, but it was only 363 days out of 365.
Yeah, I don't know what calendar you're using, lady, but
Okay.
it's
the Hebrew calendar. It's
It's- I actually-
5785 or something like that.
Yeah,
The point is,
yeah. Go back to the Hebrew. Yeah. What a cop out.
listen, so I decided I had to do that, and it was, when I tell you that on day 2, I was tired. I wanted, on day 10, I
That's
was like,
amazing.
it's too much. I cannot go anymore.
That's amazing.
I hated it on every day.
But you
On
really-
every day
you
I hated
really
it.
tested, like,
But I
that's-
tasted
that's
it, right?
So impressive.
So
You
now,
really-
That is really
what was my
impressive.
goal? My goal was, to learn how to just formulate a subject and talk about it every day in a way that is amusing, if not funny. Like at least interesting, if not
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Whatever I could get. If I could think of a joke, whatever, great. But if not, it was just me. It was me. Also, like, that was one of the goals, right? One of the goals was like developing my comedic voice. Because I wasn't on stage anymore. It was like just after COVID, there were very few opportunities to get on stages. So it was about wanting to keep. It's funny because I have to think back now, and I remember now why I did it. After 2020, 2021, now all the comedy clubs in South Africa basically closed down, so there weren't as much opportunities to get on stage, and so I thought, how do I maintain the voice, the ideas, that machine that generates ideas, right? I want to keep it like well oiled.
That is so true, actually.
Yeah.
Once you turn it off, it's not.
Atrophies. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It slows you down a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
I
a
thought
good
I
point.
had to find a way to keep that thing moving, and I realized it can't just be by writing. I
Yeah.
have to have something to.
Like a contact with the
Yes. Will it help me grow my following? At the time I had like, I think maybe a few thousand followers on Instagram, maybe 3, 4, 5,000. And I was like, maybe this will help me get to 10. So a few things. It helped me get nothing. I think I would have gotten more followers if I had done no videos.
Yeah, you lost your mystery. Like, who is this Gilli?
I
Mysterious.
promise
The
you,
numbers started to
Yeah,
I
yeah.
swear.
Oh, now I heard her thoughts. You know what?
yeah, you know
They're
what?
like,
Actually, yeah.
They thought it like,
Oh, this is who you are? Unfollow.
This is so fucking impressive. The fact that you suffered for.
I suffered.
And you're like, let me test the concept all the way to
Yes.
the end, so I know if it's. working.
That's really impressive.
So it was like just, and once I make a project like that for myself, that I have to, I'm like,
But imagine, like, okay, that's you've stuck to that, and you didn't enjoy, and you still stuck.
Yes.
Then what is your working capacity, and what is your focus when you enjoy something? I think
correct.
you're a
But
fucking
also, it shows me that I can do something consistently over time, and also it showed me that, it's not necessarily true that you post something every day and it's going
Yeah.
to have results.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's a lie. And maybe it's because the content wasn't correct or wasn't right or whatever
Or
it
maybe
is.
they felt maybe you didn't enjoy.
So
Maybe, exactly. It could be a million things. So I, at the time, spoke to a friend of mine, a South African comedian who had done similarly to what I was doing. He got a huge following from doing these like vlogs and 2-camera videos. I've always done this in anything I've done. When I see somebody doing something properly, I go and I find out how they're doing it.
Yes,
in a
they
very
save you
specific way.
So much time.
Yes.
So much detours. And
Yes,
events.
and so I'm always impressed. I'm always impressed when somebody contacts me and says, "Can I just talk to you about what you're doing? I'm lost. I need some information." Even if I don't have enough information for them, I'm like, I know that person's going to be okay because they're asking me. They're not just asking me. They're curious. They're getting information, and you can't just go through this world without information. Nobody knows how to do anything. You know, I've got like 2 comedian friends, female comedian friends specifically. One lives in London, one lives in South Africa. We're both all from South Africa. And I was saying how, like, you know, when I have a bad show, like, I have friends that I can tell. You know, there's a bad show,
You
blah,
also
blah, blah.
understand how it feels to have a bad show.
Yes, and that's what we've been doing for like the last 10 years. We have people, and she said to me, she's like, "Oh, I don't have that." And I was like, "Oh, it sounds to me like you don't have a community."
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, one of the most powerful things that I had coming up in South Africa, in comedy in South Africa, is that I had a community.
Yeah.
I had a community, I had mentors. You know, I had people I could ask. I had people who said the simplest things to me, which I didn't realize you had to be told.
Yeah.
Which is like, for example, when I was first starting, I would never have known, and it seems like something so obvious, I would never have known that you have to ask to be put on stage. Because in your mind, it's like, oh, somebody's going to come to you,
I did that when
invite
I
you.
was a beginner. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, somebody must come to you. But no, you have to ask every single time. There is
Yeah.
no time where
Yeah.
someone's going to come to you unless you are a known entity who gets paid to do this thing
Yeah.
and you are in very large demand. And when I say very large demand, I mean like your name has to be huge. I cannot tell you, there was never a time where a comedian rolled through town that I didn't go see them. Even if I was in Johannesburg or in Cape Town or in any other city in the world, I would watch and watch and watch, because it's important to watch people at all the levels. It's important to go watch the guy in the arena, and it's important to watch the person who sells 100 tickets, and it's important to watch the assholes around you.
Well, that was your hand movement was so
But you know what
specific.
I mean? It's the levels, because we're not exposed to levels. So what happens is a lot of comedians, they're exposed to two types of comedy: open mic and Netflix,
Yeah, that's true.
right? And
That
the
is
gap
true.
is huge.
And also
Yeah.
when you start going to open mics, like in a way I feel like one of the big gaps in my mind was like not seeing that there's so many levels in between. And
The
not that,
progression.
like, this is a success.
Correct.
This is a success. You don't have to sell a fucking Netflix show. You can be making enough as a part-time.
Correct.
You can be making enough to have a life.
Come a bit closer, please,
Correct.
for the
But
for the
that's
frame.
the thing, you've got to be exposed to it to know that it's possible,
Yeah.
right? I didn't know that it was possible. I went, I did some shows in South Africa with an American comedian. Then I went on tour with him, and I was like opening the shows more or less. And I got exposed to how a comedian whose name is not known can sell shows. And that blew my mind. I didn't know that was possible. When did I ever see that before?
Yeah.
You know? Also, oh, it's possible to be from South Africa and go perform in Europe. Who knew that was possible?
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah,
if you had
exactly.
told me 5 years into comedy that I could live the life I'm living now, I would not, there was no way I would have been able to see it because I hadn't been exposed to it. But it's hard to envision unless you see somebody else doing it and have somebody even like, I think it took me longer than even most people. I think some people get the hang a little bit faster than others. Not me. It took me a long time of looking and looking and looking and seeing more evidence
And
and
to be
more
like, hey,
evidence and
this
more
can
evidence.
happen for me.
Yes, and then having a friend, more than one friend, going, look, you can do that.
Do that again. Do that again. Do that again. You see, no
Oh.
change. No change.
No, it's
Okay,
pretty
now
soft.
check, now
This
check
is
my-
like this is like that.
Excuse me.
Like
Go ahead.
pastries.
Go.
Move your pinky.
Go. Go.
Okay, so this relax.
Okay, this I'm so scared. Oh my god. God.
Try,
Can I try?
Of course. I've been telling you to try my
She's like
recipe.
Popeye. Did
Okay,
you hear?
so
She was like,
Yeah.
did you hear? It
Oh.
even made a sound.
Oh,
It was like,
shit. Oh, yeah.
that's very impressive.
Oh my God. This became so weird. Anyway, it's on camera touching each other. I've never done that before. That was so fast. The career change.
Exciting.
But you know, I feel like one of the things, for example, Mebest, for me,
Mebest. It's my
Mebest.
international channel.
Sorry.
That's my Finnish
Hello.
nickname.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mebe.
Mebe.
Maybe.
It's Mebest.
Mebe.
Yeah. He doesn't.
Mebe,
She
Mebe.
doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Maybe, baby.
Mebest.
What?
Maybe, baby.
Mebe.
That should be the name of your next show.
Yeah.
Mebest is one of the people for me who's like.
Do that
"Hey,
again.
this
Do that
is
again. Do that. Again.
Mebest.
How dare you? How dare you? You see what I'm dealing with here?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Flick.
yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
Attempt number 3. You are one of like this person from whom I saw. Wait, it's possible to.
Not work with white people and make money.
I nearly actually just snorted out of my nose.
Okay, I think you got my point. I don't need to do it.
But you know what?
It's extremely racist.
But is it?
Who?
That in South Africa, there are, I maybe can count on two hands, the working female comics. And I saw what happened, like, for a long time, they were trying so hard to, like, include women, but it was always pathetic. The attempt was always pathetic, right? It was always like one woman, they can't possibly have more than one woman on a lineup. It would be too weird to have two women, you know?
That's so stupid.
It's the most stupid thing ever. And there was
Yeah.
all these, if there were two women on the lineup, there were all these stupid things of like, I can't put two women in a row, like really dumb stuff like that.
So stupid.
And
yeah.
then I kind of see after COVID, when comedy started coming back, and I don't know why it's relevant, but it felt relevant. It feels like it's regressed, like it's gotten worse. Because there feels like, what's happened is, there was a set of professional female comics, and that set has either left the country or progressed. So those women don't show up on the local scene that much. And so what's left is, again, just men, you know? Just men. And I'll tell you, like, the racial thing in South Africa is completely flipped. You know, there are very few white comics. Very few, maybe a handful of white comics that are working in South Africa today. But I think the attitude of, like, the people of color in comedy tends to remain stuck in the world of we are the minority. So there's still a lot of comedy.
Like the opposite situation in Johannesburg versus Finland.
It's crazy, but it's crazy because I look at it and I go, no. Every comedy club or show or entity is now run specifically by men, mostly men and men of color, which is as it should be in a country where the majority of people are black.
Yeah, of
right?
course. Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But I do see that some of the thinking is a little bit still stuck in that mentality of like, no, we are on the bad side of things. You know, we're on the losing side. But it's not the case anymore.
Because you can see when you see the access of resources in this specific context.
Yes, it's very different. So it's so interesting for me to be in a place like Finland and hear this. Because also, when I come to this place and I talk about any kind of racial issue, there seems to be so much discomfort. But I'm like, but so you're telling me you're like how do I put this? Like Sweden, Finland, super progressive, and yet
The comedy scene is super racist.
And yeah, it's so interesting.
And when I bring it up,
It's almost like you're saying like, okay, I'm not allowed to say a racist thing, but you can be a racist thing.
and
you
it's
know?
so obvious.
Yeah.
You just open the lineups and
It's like we'll do 15 white women, but if we talk about progressive issues, then it's not a racist.
Yeah. It's so silly.
Yeah.
It's such a big part of their comedy scene. Is hey, we're progressive,
Yes.
and we hate the far right, but then
But we
here
don't let anybody in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
But it's not even done like because we're racist, but it's like maybe there's different interests or maybe.
and what they
Right,
do is
right.
they do what they used to do with women. Like you can't have two female comics on the same lineup. They think like you can't have two immigrants
Right.
in the
Of
same
course.
festival.
Of course.
Not just the lineup. That's
in
how
the,
bad it is.
In the same city.
Yeah.
the same night.
You get out of here right now.
There is actually a Kurdish comedian
Yeah.
in
That's how
in
they
the
do
town.
it.
So we can't have you here.
Yeah, in the same decade. No, fuck no, man. Get the fuck out of here now. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we had one of you 2 years ago, and that's the quota for Kurds.
Yeah. We're still laughing at those jokes, so no thanks. Yeah.
But you know what I think that there is, it comes from a huge progressive blind spot.
Because it's like when you feel you're on the right side, you're not looking.
No, you think you can't make any mistakes like that.
Yeah. So they think exactly.
You're only used to looking for one kind of mistake.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they think the only way for them to be racist is to vote for the far right
Yes.
or register to
Yes.
with the.
No, they're not seeing the stuff that happens on the micro
layers,
level.
Yeah, Netflix
And-
is the far right.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
So
then there's the open mic.
Correct.
And then we don't see the shades in between.
yeah, and I'm like, hey,
Yes.
you guys are fucking up,
Yes.
and they actually go against us.
But
Like-
You know why? I think it's natural human reaction of when there's a blind
You
spot,
interrupt me again.
defensiveness.
And nothing will happen.
I think, he's having a hard time with the women.
No, it's not the women. What the? That's actually what they did. They turned it. Wait.
About racism, we were like, you.
Misogynist comedian gets
That's
owned.
so funny you did that. Like for you, yeah, exactly, yeah. That's the sound effect for the show. That's so funny you did that as a joke because that's what they do.
Right.
They try to turn it into a gender
Of
issue.
course, and then you can't say anything.
Yeah, but I never
Still
took
goes.
that bait.
Yes, good.
I still call them racist cunts.
Yes,
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah, because they are. I don't know
You
why
tell
I'm
'em.
complaining to
You
you
tell
to this. You have no influence in this town. Gilli,
Tell them.
you sold out 3 shows. Come on, you gotta help.
But you know what? It's interesting because it's worth being open about. It's like it's so hard to push through these issues because some things are a reality, right? And they're very real for you. So you're dealing in a situation where you tell me you're in a racist scene, okay? I can tell you I was in a very sexist scene, but there were no
What?
women. Crazy. Okay? Now
Never happened to me.
I'll give you a tricky scenario, okay? In South Africa, I'm a white woman. Surprise. Okay? In South Africa, I'm a white woman. And if I am not included in a lineup and all the men are black, I can't say, I'm being left out because then I look like I'm an entitled white woman
Yeah,
who's
then you look like
trying to
Karen,
take up the space, right? But there are no women.
Because there's the intersection of things, there's these identities.
Yes,
How do you
so
balance?
it's difficult, and I can tell you, like, in my progressive training, my thing is like, no, you got to take a back seat here, especially in South Africa. It's like, no, I don't deserve to be a part of this, and it's right. It is correct in how it should be, right? And I remember there was a point at which me and 2 other comedians, also white women, we were trying to do a show, right? We were trying to get some sponsorship for a show, a local stand-up show, nothing that serious. It was like, I think we wanted to do it once a month. It was a specific show that we had developed together as a group, as a trio, okay? It had like some stand-up and some sketch in it. And we went to try get funding from it from a sponsor that does all of the funding for so many sponsorships for shows in South Africa. And they looked at our proposal and they looked at everything, and eventually they said to us, we're sorry, this isn't diverse enough, okay? And we were offended by that because it's like, but there are no women in this industry. We are the diversity.
In that context.
In this context of this industry, where there are a handful of women and 300 men, we are the diversity. So it was then upon us to be like, okay, but if you don't have a woman of color in your lineup, you're being racist. But the truth is, we came up as 3 friends who did comedy together.
And also it's like, I feel like sometimes that's also the other side of diversity, because it has to feel organic in a way, because what
Correct.
happens is that it becomes a tokenism. Let's say if you if you drop one of your friends and include someone else, it's not gonna be, it's recording, it's not gonna be.
Correct. But so we had this very organic experience as friends in the industry who developed a show together. And the crazy thing is, how did we develop a show together? And it all comes back to this like fetching yourself thing. We went to a festival. We flew to the wrong city by mistake. Okay, 3 idiots. got
And
on
you're
a plane,
complaining why they're not booking you guys.
and we went to the wrong city. Okay, and
I mean-
and we were so upset.
It's
That's-
because there was
that's-
not a man with
You're
you.
right.
That's every producer's nightmare. Hey, Gilli.
Yes.
It's Helsinki. Where are you?
I'm in Stockholm. Listen. Okay, sorry, I didn't know another Finnish city. I've only just learned Helsinki. Now,
That's all you need to learn.
we were late. We were late for like a lineup show, okay, a casual lineup show at a festival, and my one friend was the reason we fucked up. She was so convinced that she just told us what to do. She'd been to the festival before, and we were so angry. And she went and found us a venue. She was like, "Don't worry, I've sorted everything out. We're going to do our own show." Up until then, we hadn't thought of doing our own show.
That's a great
So
attitude.
she went, found a venue that somebody else had cancelled, because the festival is very sought after. You have to book the venue months in advance. But somebody had fallen out of the venue. She found the venue. She was like, "We're doing our own show." And the next night we got on stage and we did our own show for the first time. We hadn't practiced it. We hadn't thought of anything. We just went up there and did our own show. And after that, we were like, "Oh, we can just do our own show."
Yeah, exactly.
You know, any way we want at any point, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like this beautiful thing that just happened.
You have the power.
So now we want to do the show. No, you can't have the sponsorship because you don't have enough diversity. So now what's the thing? Then it's like, okay, of course we can include a black woman in our show. Of course we can do that. And we thought to do that. And then we had plans to even do that because we thought, well, if we're being told that this isn't the way forward, then okay, maybe we take the advice and we move forward, right? And I can tell you, it didn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It didn't make a difference to the success of the show or to the progress. It was hard for us to get together. It was a person who wasn't part of our friendship. You know what I mean? So it was
Of
like,
course, there's the outsider dynamic, because if you 3 have been friends for fucking ever and then
Correct.
somebody joins just because.
and they don't feel right.
Yeah.
It's weird, you know? It's weird. So yes, there are other projects that when I used to put on lineup shows, I would always consider everyone.
Yeah.
Always. But in this particular show, it was that thing, right?
Yeah.
But just this one thing was not acceptable. And it blew our minds that they couldn't see that, no, you don't understand.
There's different levels of diversity.
Also, what you don't understand is none of the men are booking the black women. Once we are established, we have more access to those
Exactly,
people.
yeah.
The black women are looking to us. I'm not saying to us necessarily as white women, but as you know, they want our
gotta
white
stop
power.
saying that.
Okay.
No, but it's like, that's the one thing. It's like sometimes when it's so inappropriate that you have to say
Yeah,
it because
sure.
it doesn't make sense.
But if you look at like a young black woman coming into the comedy industry in South
I
Africa,
think women will be more inclined to work with women than
correct,
Sort of.
okay. Correct.
It's okay.
And maybe I can't speak for them. Maybe it's fuck. Do I work with the men or do I work with the white women? And it's a bind either way, you know. But I can tell you, like when I did lots of women shows, so I was always looking to include all the women when I did those shows. I don't think the men were thinking like that. I was always trying to develop spaces. There was a stage at which I thought, like, okay, how do we get more women to come watch comedy, right? Because I realized, oh no, because there's no women on lineups. Women don't necessarily like to come to the shows.
Yeah.
Right? So how do I get more women to come to the shows? So then I did this thing where I started developing a show where the audience was all women. The lineup was mostly women and I would have one guy. Okay? But the point was to get the audience to be women. That way
Then they also get inspired as well.
they get inspired, then the female comedians can finally have a space where they're like just talking to people who they think will understand them. You know, it's just one show like that. Just one show out of the millions of shows that take place, you know. So I was always trying to find a way to do it that includes people, but that gives people a way to use their voice in a different way. It gives me a space. I wanted to be able to talk to women and see what that would feel like. So it's like, you can't be so hard and fast about anything, because the second you make these hard rules, you end up with all these blind spots. Now you're 15 white women on a lineup, and you think
That's too
you're
much work.
doing God's work because there's no men.
That's too much.
That's too much women.
Too much. Just to, by the way, I like the song, and I promised myself that there will be a dance break on this during this interview. So now we should do a dance
We have to
break.
go.
Just you don't have 30 seconds for a dance break.
No, absolutely not. It's 10 to 2.
Okay, let's
Gotta
go.
go.
What's the dance break? That was
No,
that was the big
be getting up and
finale
doing the
of the
Anything
show.
else?
No, that was it.
Okay.
Could have just done the dance break. All right. Hey, this was so much fun. I'm so grateful you let us interview you. This was so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gilli.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now she's making fun of me.
Is this how you greet at the end of the podcast
Yes,
in
yes.
Kurdistan?
Yes, of course. Hey, Zor Spas.
Zor spas.
Hey, that's good.
Zor
That means,
Spas.
thank you very much. Zor
Ah,
Spas.
Zor spas.
Zor Spas, Gilli.
Zor spas,
Zor
Mebest.
Spas. Hey, that's
Ah, Zor spas.